Hey everybody, this is Tim from TTT Urban Homestead. Just going to do a little tour. Haven't done one in quite a while. Just to update on what's going on. Today's February 22nd, Saturday, February 22nd. Pretty nice day. It's in the high 40s when I last looked. Here's the section that I called red, white, and blue. I do have some blues, but nothing else. Kind of went lazy on my pansies this year. But I put these in a couple months ago. They're kind of surviving. I need to probably mulch them up a little bit. And I got plenty of mulch. I got a truckload this last summer, so this whole pile is all wood chips, mainly for the front. Worked on the strawberry patch. We cleared out a couple of rows here. Just dug it out, and I preserved the plants, the plants, and I'll show you that in a little bit. I don't have anything going on in this raised bed. I'm probably gonna put down I got some spinach and some winter stuff that I can put out, lettuce, things like that. They'll do just fine. I've got some mustard greens, collard greens in here. They're very small. I actually put them in a couple weeks ago. They're okay with the freeze, but they don't grow as fast when it's kind of cool. This is the mint. Seems to do pretty good in the winter, and it kind of dies off in the summer. So some sage right here. I don't know if this cactus is going to survive. Anyway, go to the back. Okay, in the back, this is the raised bed. I usually grow tomatoes here in the summertime, spring and summer. I've got some broccoli and Swiss chard. Last year I covered this stuff. It did a whole lot better. But I haven't covered anything this year, and we've had lots of freezes probably below 25, below 20 even in the last few days. But it still seems to, even if it kind of struggles a little, it still seems to come back. Just don't get as much produce from it. There's a little broccoli. Mustard greens over there. There's one of them that died. I need to clean that up. Okay, so here's the greenhouse, the new greenhouse. Some of you might have seen it on the last video. It's 25 foot long. I'm gonna go in here. I'll show you what I've been doing with the strawberry plants. So I took all the strawberry plants that we dug up, and I just preserved them the best I could, saved some of the roots, and then just kind of keep them in water for now. I've been transplanting. I had like 3 of these containers, so I'm going to show you that. So what I've got is I'm kind of doing in the greenhouse. I'm doing a strawberry rack over here. I call it raised bag system. So these bags I've been using, this is the second year. Last year was very good, but I haven't done strawberries in bags, so I'm pretty sure they'll do pretty good. I don't see why they wouldn't. But I'm trying to get about 100 plants, so I'm putting like 3 plants in each bag, and these have been in probably a week. I've even plucked some flowers off of these because it does stay warmer in here than it does outside. As long as the sun's shining, it's going to be 30 degrees higher. And there's a flower right there. But I'm trying to let this plant grow a little more before it produces. This is a dill plant that I kind of saved, and actually I think I had dropped some seeds down in this bag because originally there was a bigger plant, but that's I brought it in here. It actually did pretty good in the when it froze. And I got this other, I put this other little greenhouse inside here so that I could even have a warmer area. I got some lemon balm and a couple more strawberry plants back there. I'm going to do some water in here. And then I got a row here of Paris Cos lettuce. This lettuce is it grows good in the winter. So anyway, I got some more in the house. But here's what I've been doing also with the strawberries. So I've been putting the smaller ones in pint containers. So I still got some work to do. The bigger side is on the left here, and then the smaller ones are on the right, and I've been separating them like that. So let's talk about the heaters. So these two heaters are electric, but they're also fans. So right now I just have them on fan because the temperature, like I said, the temperature in here is a lot higher than it is outside, probably 30 degrees more. So if it's 40 outside, 48, if I don't open up some type of ventilation in here, it can get 100. The other day, even it was, I didn't open it up till maybe 1 or 2 noon or 1 or 2 o'clock, and it had got real hot in here. So this plant, I'm going to put the name of this plant underneath here. They're little bulbs right now, but they came from, I believe this was the original one, and I forget the name of this plant, but originally last year I had one container that had probably 4 of these bulbs in it, and then I split it this over the winter. I split it, so these come out with this big giant red flower. I'll put the name on the screen when I look it up because I forget the name of it. Here's a little seed area. It's a little dry area. I've been collecting some seeds from looks like green peppers or jalapeno peppers, green beans, even corn, sweet corn. Yep, a lot of times I just try to collect seeds from whatever I grow because pretty much everything produces a seed. So the heaters, this is what I call a Crisco heater. So what I do is I've been doing actual candle soy wax, but you could do this with Crisco. I got these jars from Walmart, like a regular candle. They're just kind of the perfect size for a 3-wick candle. And then I put the pot on top, and then I also have these little thermal fans. And this one back here, you can see how it's set up. And I got that one facing in there. And one candle, they really burn like 18 hours, about 18 hours off of one candle. And then this is a little buddy, Mr. Heater, little buddy heater. This is one I just cleaned out because I have 2 of them. I got 3 of them now, but I had 2 of them and they just stopped working. And found out that I was using this long tube gas line that went out to a 20-pound tank, 5-gallon, 20-pound tank, and that line actually is made, whatever it's made out of, it leaches oil, like machine oil type, into the workings of this little heater. And once those tubes in there get clogged up, then it stops working. So anyway, this is one I cleaned out over the last 2 days, and I've cleaned both of them out now, and now it's actually working. So I have 3 of these with a little tank on the side, and then I have a refill. I'll show you how to do the refill. There's another tank right there. I don't get the green Coleman tanks because you can't really refill those. This is the original greenhouse. The door got broke off from a limb coming off of this tree last fall, and I just haven't put the door back on because I'm not really gonna heat this or anything like that. So I just kind of use it as a mostly dry area. But this is the little refill station for my propane, little small propane tanks. So anyway, so all my supplies, some supplies I got in here. Composting area over here. I've been using some of the dirt. I mix it up with, I actually buy some raised bed potting mix from Home Depot or Lowe's. Try to get it at like $8 for 2 cubic feet. So that's pretty reasonable. And then I'll use my wheelbarrow. I'll come around here and got more wood chips. I got lots of wood chips. This will last me probably all year. Into next year, I'll come back here, and this is a bag that I got probably the beginning of last year, 2023. I got 2 of these, and this is a compost soil mixture from the landscape company. And I mean, these bags, a whole bag filled up is probably $50-$60. I mean, it's a whole lot cheaper to get your dirt this way. And I've been working on the side of the greenhouse, so I'm gonna line up some bags over here with something in them. And I got my little irrigation thing here. I just plugged this back in because the other night it was like 19 degrees, so I had to unplug everything and make sure nothing froze and broke. So I'm going to do a little bit of watering in here because some of this stuff, with it being warmer, some of this stuff really gets dry. So gotta keep an eye on the plant's moisture. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need shower. All right, don't kill the plants. And I don't have any of the electrical stuff. I don't have it on the ground except for by the heater. It's just one little thing, but I don't have any, what they call it, power strips. They're all kind of up near the top of the greenhouse. Just in case you were worried about me hitting something, some kind of electrical device. All of these things are clay pots, no electricity, gas heaters. Not doing a lot of water, but do not want these plants, after all the work I've done, do not want them drying out. Okay, strawberry plants over here. These bags are I really like them. They drain pretty much. It lets the soil hold the water at once, and then any excess it drains out. The other thing is that if the roots hit the side of the bag or come to the edge of the bag, they self-taper. So they don't, like if this was in a bucket, the roots should start going around in a circle and just, get all root bound. This prevents that. Anyway, I'm going to start trying to do more videos on the progress of the stuff I'm doing, and I'm going to add probably another clip inside the house where I've got a little grow station area in my office with plants that I'm working on now to get out here, because if I get them out here in the next 3-4 weeks, it's really going to be like summertime in here, a lot. So it's going to trick these plants into producing or growing quicker. And with the bags, I'm not putting them in the soil in the ground. I'm putting them in a bag. Everything that's coming in here, it's going to be in a bag. So very portable. I can move it. Here's I can even, like, if I want to bring a few out for a day in the sun. And that's the other thing is, when you start talking about it, there's 3 things that plants need. They need light, sunlight, or light, and they need food and water. So the one thing that you're trying to trick the plants into thinking is, say, June, is having some type of light. These are grow lights, and I'll leave these on a couple more hours after dark. And then on this lettuce, I've got one a little bit closer. These lights, you can get plants 15 inches and let them grow. Just let them grow, but you need to start them out at 15 inches away from the plants. This is not a light that you have to move up and up and up. Like, you have to keep it right next to the plant. These actually need to stay 15 inches away. And of course, the ones up here, they're definitely more than 15 inches. I probably need to string them up over here on the side. I got enough I can do that. Okay. Well, I'm going to pause this and then, okay, so this is the inside nursery, I call it. And I've got some things started. Basic setup, I got this little cabinet rack at Home Depot. I think it was like $59 or something like that. And I hooked up these my grow lights. You can actually see those. I got them hooked up on each level. At the bottom, I've got some beefsteak tomatoes. These are my own seeds from last year. I'm going to use these to take cuttings from, and as long as it's still cold outside, below 55, basically I'm going to keep these in here. I can move them to the greenhouse in probably 3 or 4 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks, and actually keep the greenhouse at 55. It'll just be easier to do that with the temperatures. It'll be a little higher. So I'll take cuttings off of those and make new plants from that. I do have some seedling tomatoes, like this one here. It's actually, I planted a bunch of seeds that I had, kind of leftover seeds from packets that I had bought even up to 5 or 6 years ago. So I just put about 3 seeds in per little section here, and see what would pop up. So we got a few popping up. I'll try to split them if I can. And these aren't the most important tomatoes. The main ones are going to be the beefsteak tomatoes. And these are also right here. These are some of the ones that are just different types of tomatoes. Even Russian white tomato. I don't know. There's different types. So I also got some spinach. And I transplanted some stuff today, some melons. They're like Korean melons, but they grow just like cucumbers, but they're small. I mean, they're literally the size of a softball, or maybe a little bit bigger, but about the size of a softball. But they're melons and then cucumbers. I want to get an early start on the cucumbers this year, just to have some, because these cucumber beetles come out in end of May, that time period, and they'll just wipe out all your any type of plant that has like vines, like cucumbers, melons, and things like that. Real bad infestation last year. Just wiped out all my cucumbers. I got a few before they wiped them out, but we'll try again this year. But I'm gonna try it to get a good crop before the end of May. And I'm gonna put them in the greenhouse and try to keep the bugs out. Got some spinach and also collard greens. I'm gonna plant some more things tonight. Probably some peppers. Oh, also I'm working on some. I just transplanted these from one plant. These are Venus flytraps, and kind of interested in maybe growing some pots of those, keep them around, and some dill. Got some dill growing. Anyway, all right. Well, like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.